there again, BookTube. Welcome back to Leanne's Library. So I've started reading A Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, which is a reread for me, but it's been a good while since I last read it, and I don't actually remember the ending of this book because I haven't read any of the follow-ups. So it is kind of almost like I'm reading it again for the first time, but there are like a few little bits that I remember from it. So I'm up to the part where, just so you know, there's going to be spoilers because I'm just vlogging my experience of reading the Six of Crows book for this month. So I'm up to the point where Inej has been stabbed and they're trying to help her out. I don't remember this happening at all. So up until this point, we've met Kaz, we've met Inej, Nina, Matthias, and a couple of other characters that haven't been so memorable to me so far. So I'll just have to work that out. But I think so far they are the most interesting characters. We've had all of their backstories and they're really interesting. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. So Nina and Matthias seem to have this coinciding backstory that we aren't getting much about so far. So I think like Matthias used to be somebody, or is somebody who kills Grishas. And Nina is obviously a Grisha. She's a bloodrender, if I'm remembering the name correctly. But yeah, she uses people's blood, like blood magic basically. And I think he and her have some kind of romantic history behind them, but now he seems to be very determined to kill Nina, so there is that. But yeah, now I'm up to the part where they're actually going to go on the heist, because basically Kaz has got this whole group together to go on this big heist to not get an item, but to get a person. In a place that's meant to be impenetrable. And by the sounds of things, getting in isn't going to be the big problem, it's going to be getting out. So we'll have to see how that goes. But basically there's been this drug that's been invented, and the name of it is escaping me again because names don't stick in my head very well. So yeah, this drug that I don't remember the name of is a big thing that's going about. Basically heightens Grisha, sorry if you can hear noise, it's my son's tablet. But yeah, it heightens Grisha power, but it also makes them kind of susceptible to somebody telling them what to do, I guess. If a normal person takes this drug, they'll basically die, but if a Grisha takes it, then they become more powerful. I think they are susceptible to like somebody using them as like a slave, basically, but I'm not absolutely certain. Somebody went off the rails and got like ridiculously powerful and like made people wait around for them to come back, and I think they've been perhaps ordered to wait for a certain thing, and I'm not actually sure what it is, but the people that she told to wait are just kind of standing around and being very unresponsive, so it's kind of creepy what's going on there. But yeah, they've basically got to go and fetch the guy who's making this drug, because it's a big scary thing and they've been hired to do it. Basically they've been promised like millions of money, whatever the currency is in this world. They've been offered like a lot. Like basically they're set for life if they do this heist and achieve their goal and get the money. So yeah, it's kind of a reckless mission, something that is almost impossible to do, but in these books it tends to actually come about and they end up succeeding, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm up to the point where Inej has been stabbed. she's lying on a slab, and I think Nina is trying to resuscitate her, get her back, do some kind of blood work healing on her. And Kaz is very sad about this, so he basically needs, I think he needs an edge for this, because I'm pretty sure she's like the sneaky one, like the really, really sneaky one. So yeah, those are the characters that seem interesting to me at the moment, the ones that are sticking in my head anyway. And I will come back to you with an update of me reading further soon. Bye. I also forgot to mention that Matthias is like, they only just got him out of like jail, because he was in jail because of something Nina did. I think she reported him for what he was doing or something. But yeah, Nina feels really guilty about something to Matthias, and she's been trying to break him out of jail, but Matthias wants to kill her, so that's another thing. To get Matthias out of prison, it's another place that's like really difficult to get in and out of, but they managed to do it. And within the prison, people are watching the prisoners do basically gladiatorial combat with animals and all that kind of stuff. And most of them die, but for payment, they get like better comfort in the prison, I guess. And so that's the reason that prisoners are applying up to do it. But yeah, they basically see Matthias go up against some wolves, which is apparently really bad for Matthias to be doing. I think wolves are kind of precious to him, and it's a big difficult thing for him to defeat them, but it's his life against theirs, and so he has to. And then when they actually go to rescue him, Matthias thinks he's dreaming, because he dreams of Nina all the time, and Nina dreams of him all the time, and basically they've got this past that we don't know about yet. But yeah, he really wants to kill her, basically. So I'm dying to know, because I don't remember. I've read this before and I still don't remember if we find out what this thing between Nina and Matthias is, so we'll see. But that is the big interesting thing about this book so far, is this thing between Nina and Matthias. Like there's a romance, but like he hates her and she feels guilty, and there's this whole thing. So yeah, he's basically said when he gets his freedom and when he's done this job, he's going to hunt her down. So he has every single hatred for her, but he also lusts after her. So there's this like whole up and down about it. I think it's something to do with honor that he needs to kill her. So yeah, that's it for now, I think. I just wanted to talk about the whole Matthias being in prison and rescued thing. Okay, see you in the next clip. So the other two characters I've just remembered are Wyland and Jasper, as far as I remember. So I think there's like 6 members of the team so far, for where I am, up to with the whole Inej being stabbed bit. And yeah, so I think I don't remember much about Wyland. He's just kind of there. I don't think he's like one of my favourite characters, but that might change. I have no idea. I feel like Inej and Nina and Matthias maybe are going to be my favourite characters, but we'll see. Jasper, I think, is the cheeky, I'm going to be sarcastic at every opportunity I get character, so yeah. So I just finished part 4 of Six of Crows, and yeah, everything's happening now. Kaz has just got into, is it Becca Rowland's cell? And that's literally where the chapter ended, so everything's literally about to go down. So apparently Nina and Matthias have kind of made a deal that when they find Becca Rowland's, they are just going to kill him, and that's that. So they're kind of going against the group, or they've got an idea that they're going against the group right now, and they're going to kill him instead of kidnap him. I think they feel like this drug should just be stamped out and gotten rid of. And I think Matthias would definitely be like that, because yeah, we know Matthias is Nina's kind of backstory now, and I'm pretty sure that could be made into a book because that is just amazing. Those two are kind of going against the group, which is a little bit, but I mean they have their own personal reasons, but uh, heist politics. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. It's not like my favourite book in the world. I don't think heist type books and stuff like that. I'm not sure if they're totally my thing, but I am enjoying it. It is something different for me. So I'm definitely going to continue. So maybe I'll like the next book more, perhaps, now that I know the characters better, and all that kind of thing. But I'm definitely going to finish this one, and I'm definitely going to try the second book. But I genuinely don't remember how this book ends, so it literally could go anywhere from here. I do not remember anything from this point onwards. So, yeah, I'm gonna get to reading part 5 and 6, and I will see you with my next update. Hey, so I just realised that I was talking about who they had to go and take from prison, and I said the wrong name. I said Pekka Rollins. It's your bio that they need to go and get out of the prison. So I apologise for getting the name wrong. There's just so many names in this book that I just can't remember everybody's name. But yeah, it's definitely not Pekka Rollins. It's definitely your bio. So sorry. So at this point, Nina and the gang are getting away on a boat and going back to go and collect their money. And on the way home, Nina is feeling very drained and very ill, and they don't know whether she's actually going to survive the withdrawal of taking the Judaperum, I think the drug's called. I'm really bad at remembering these names. So they're looking after Nina and Inej mostly. On the way there, Nina was looking after Inej and saving her life, whereas on the way home, Inej is looking after Nina and trying to help save her life. And everybody's really, really worried about Nina. And they're on about if she isn't going to survive, that she'll have to take more of the drug. But she said under no circumstances are they to give it any, no matter how much she begs and cries and pleads with them. She does not want any of it going into her system again. And so yeah, that's happening on the way home, and they're going to go and collect the prize money. But then when they return home, Vanek, who's supposed to be paying them, ends up betraying them and trying to kill them all. So they're all stranded on the island now, unable to leave. And yeah, basically he's saying that he's not going to pay them. Kaz has kind of double crossed him too, because they've disguised one of their own crew members, Wyland, I think, as the guy that they broke out of the prison with Nina's magic. Yeah, so they're stuck on the island, and he's taken Inej. I think Nina is hidden somewhere. I think she's safe. But yeah, Inej is in danger and been taken away, and Kaz has vowed to go and get her back. So basically, this part of the book is the setup for the next book and the journey they're probably going to go on in the next book. That's where I imagine it is, because I thought the book was ending when they got away and Nina was ill on the boat, but towards the end of the book they're actually setting up the next book as what I imagine they're doing. And so it looks like in the next book Kaz is going to go after Inej and try and save her, because there's been this whole like will they won't they romance in this book that I imagine a lot of people are hyped over, because I seem to be following it really well. I like Nina and Matthias as a possibility being together, and I also like Inej and Kaz as a possibility. It's just that Kaz needs to be able to be in a relationship because he doesn't like being touched and all that kind of stuff. He's got like all the walls up and he's very guarded. So Inej wants an all or nothing relationship, and Kaz doesn't know if he can give her that or not. But right now he's focusing on I want to save Inej because he loves her basically, and he just doesn't know what to do about the whole situation there. But rescuing her is major priority right now. So the book ends with Kaz going to Pekka Rollins to ask for money to basically go on this next quest and save Inej, as far as I can tell. And basically, yeah, he gets this loan in a way to go and rescue her. So yeah, that's kind of how the book ends, and now it's set up for the next book. And I'm really looking forward to reading the next one at some point now. It looks very exciting. I've already got the next one on audiobook. It's just if it comes up either in a TBR video or if I actually finish all of my books this month, because I'm not used to actually sitting and reading 6 books a month, so I've got to see how that goes first, because the TBR game that I'm doing is kind of a test on how much I can read in the month, so I'm going to see how that goes first before I see what I do next month. But I hope it comes up in the TBR game soon, because I do really want to read it. Okay, so that's everything, and that's my thoughts on Six of Crows. Like I say, I really, really enjoyed it, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Again, not like my favourite book in the world, but I did really, really enjoy it. So I will see you in my next video. Ta-ta for now.